What is surface integrals? Integration over a surface is nothing but surface integration. Surface integration. Now, what is the line integration? Integration along a line or a curve is nothing but line integration. Now, what about surface integration? Surface integration is nothing but integration over a surface which is in two-dimensional geometry. Okay, two-dimensional geometry. Now, observe. Suppose we have a surface which is in two-dimensional. Now, divide the total surface into smaller pieces, smaller surfaces. Smaller surfaces. Listen. So each surface is a very small surface. Simply, I will call it as delta S. S is the total surface. Delta S is the small. Suppose if it contains, if you imagine, suppose if it contains 20 or 30 or 100 or 20, 200 or 300 smaller slices in this total surface. Okay. So I will call it as delta Si. I varies from 1 to 100 or 1000 depending on the situation. Now divide the total surface into smaller regions or smaller surfaces. Now what about the vector point function? Vector point function. What is meant by vector point function? F1 of xyz plus I into I. Now this is, sorry, plus F2 into xyz of j plus F3 into xyz of k. For different values of xyz, if this function is a vector, such vector function or such vector is called a vector point function. I will repeat again. For different values of xyz, if a function f is a vector, such function is called a vector point function. But in this situation, our surface is this one. So it contains infinite number of points. For each and every point subdued in this vector point function, you will get the corresponding vector. Suppose if you take a point in this particular region, in this region P, in this region delta S, suppose if you take a point P, then what happens? You will get a vector F1i plus F2j corresponding to the point. Suppose P equals to 1, 2, 3, then what happen? You will get some vector F1i plus F2j plus F3k if you put subdued the point P. Now this is called f of P. Now what is the integration? What is the meaning of integral a to b f of x dx? Ordinary integration. This is nothing but, just I will recall. Suppose if it is a curve, now this is the point A, now this is the point B. The region, the total area, this area is called the integral a to b f of x dx. Then how to find the area? The total area is divided into smaller slices. Each one is a rectangle. Now, what is the area of the rectangle? The area of the rectangle is L into B. So length is nothing but the function value at this point, and breadth is this length is breadth. Now adding all the areas, I will write for example, point is xi, and the length of the rectangle is delta xi. Now this is the first area. In a similar way, add all the areas, then what happens? You will get the total area. Suppose if n tends to infinity, if you divide into infinite number of slices, then this summation is called integral a to b f of x. In the similar way, this is a integration concept. In the similar way, the slice is this one. So we have infinite number of surfaces. I varies from 1 to n, just for example, n slices. Now the suppose if you take a point in this surface, the corresponding function value is f of pi. Now multiply these two, then add all the values. Now this is the total summation. If this limit n tends to infinity, if n is infinite, so now this surface is divided into infinite smaller surfaces. Now this total integral is nothing but integral f dot d capital S. Now this area is a vector area. Now this can be written as, at this point, normal is n into delta small s. N into delta small s is denoted by delta capital S. Now this is nothing but the surface integral. Okay, I will explain again. Listen carefully, then we will discuss the problems. Now listen. Surface integral. Consider a continuous function f of r. Wait. F of r is a vector point function. S is the surface. The surface S into, divide S into a finite number of subspaces, already we discussed in the picture. Let the surface element surrounded by any element P with delta S. So suppose if you take a point P on the surface, the surrounded area is delta capital S. So delta capital S is the vector area. Vector area is nothing but n is the unit normal at the point P into S. S is the small area on the surface, which can be regarded as a vector. So delta S is a vector. Now what is the n? N is the unit outward drawn normal to the surface at the point P. So already we discussed it. Add all the function values and delta S, then this summation is nothing but, now this is the summation. If the summation contains n equals to 1 to infinity, or n, I will write here, limit n tends to infinity, sigma f of ri or pi, then no problem, delta dot s, I varies from 1 to n. This surface is nothing but integral f dot ds. D capital S is the vector quantity, and vector quantity n ds is nothing but, ds is the scalar quantity, n is the unit outward drawn normal to the surface. So this is two-dimensional geometry. This can be written as double integral of f dot n ds, where n is the unit outward normal to the surface. This is look like our double integrals. Look like our double integrals in multiple integrals. Now another very, very important application. What is the application? Flux across a surface. Now listen, we have several applications in electromagnetism or fluid dynamics. Suppose we have a surface. Suppose electrical lines or magnetic lines or fluid lines are passing through this area, this surface, yes. The number of lines passing through this unit area is nothing but the flux. So the number of lines passing through this total surface is nothing but flux. Then how to find the flux? This is simply nothing but double integral. This is same as our earlier discussion. Integral f dot ds or integral f dot nds. Integral f dot nds or double integral of f dot nds. Now this is nothing but the flux. If f represents the velocity of the fluid particle, so velocity of the fluid particle or magnetic lines or electrical lines, then no problem. Then the total outward flux across the surface S is nothing but the double integral of f dot n ds, where n is the unit outward normal to the surface. Now another very, very important point, for evaluation of double integrals. Now this is in, suppose x, y, z. Suppose we have a surface. Suppose if you project on xy plane, projection is nothing but shadow on the region R. Shadow on the region. This is the surface. This is the shadow on the region. If S is projection on xy plane, then ds equals to dx dy by modulus of n dot k. N is the unit outward normal to the surface. In the similar way, suppose if S is projection on yz plane, now this is a shadow here. Projection, then ds equals to projection on yz plane, nothing but ds equals to dy dz by modulus of n dot I. In the similar way, projection on xz plane, then ds equals to dx dy by dx dz by modulus of n dot k. If you know all these formulas, then it is very simple for evaluation. So now, if S is projection on xy, then ds equals to dx dy by modulus of, you may write a small n or capital N. N is nothing but the unit outward normal, n dot k. If S is projection on yz plane, ds equals to dy dz by n dot I. This is unit normal to the surface. S is the projection on xz plane, ds equals to dx dz by n dot j. Now we will discuss few problems based on don't write anything in our chart. Attendance is not required. I will collect your names. No problem. No need to write your numbers. Now we will discuss most important problems. So if you know all these problems, then we can apply Gauss divergence theorem, Green's theorem, and Stokes theorem. Okay. So this is most important question. Gauss divergence theorem is a relation between surface integral and volume integrals. For applying the Gauss divergence theorem, we will find the surface integral and also volume integral. Finally, we will equate both the integral values. For Green's theorem, in Green's theorem, now it is a relation between surface integrals and the line integrals. In Green's theorem, we will find the surface integrals and also line integrals for the given problem. Then finally, we will equate both the values. In Stokes theorem is also a relation between double integrals and line integrals. For each and every theorem, so we can apply surface integrals. That's why this concept is most important concept. If you know this concept, the remaining theorems are very easy. Now I will explain then how to find the surface integrals. Now question, listen carefully. Evaluate integral f dot n ds where f equals to 18zi minus 12j plus 3yk and s is the part of the surface of the plane 2x plus 3y plus 6z equals to 12 located in the first octant. Here we should know the few important points. If you have any questions, directly ask me, then no problem. This is most important concept. Now, this is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Now, what is meant by first octant? First octant is nothing but the region between xy plane, yz plane, and zx plane. The first octant is nothing but the region between xy plane, yz plane, and zx plane. If you observe, this is the x-axis, this is y-axis, z-axis. If you observe your room, so one floor is x-axis, other direction floor is y-axis. This is the edge of the wall. So the total area inside the room is nothing but first octant. Inside the room is nothing but first octant. In this first octant, so our plane is located. Plane intersects. Our plane intersects 3 coordinate axes at the point A. I will write again, then no problem. At A and B and C. I will write again. Okay. Okay. X-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Now, if the surface in first octant inside these 3 planes, you must project on xy plane only. Project on xy plane only. Now, first we will find the unit normal to the surface. What is the surface here? Here our surface is a plane. So unit outward normal. How to find the unit outward normal to the given surface? What is the given surface? Phi equals to plane 2x plus 3y plus 6z minus 12. Now del phi. What is the unit normal? Unit normal is nothing but del phi by mod del phi. Del phi by mod del phi. Then how to find del phi? Del phi is nothing but I dou phi by dou x. Already we discussed in our earlier class. Dou phi by dou y plus k dou phi by dou z. Now, what is the quantity? What is the partial derivative with respect to x? That is 2i plus 3j plus 6k. Okay. Now unit normal. Okay, I will write here. Unit normal n equals to del phi by mod del phi. Del phi is 2i plus 3j plus 6k square root divided by square root of 2 square plus 9 plus 36. Nothing but 2i plus 3j plus 6k by root over 49 is nothing but 7. Now this is the unit outward normal to the surface. Now for finding the integral, we will find integral f dot n ds. So for this purpose, first we will find integral f dot n. F equals to 18 zi. Now this is f. 18 zi minus 12j plus 3yk. So dot product with n. Dot product with n. Dot product with n. So dot product with n is nothing but multiply the ith quotient, jth quotient, and kth quotient. So 18z into 2, 36z. Okay. Minus 12 into 3 minus 36. 3y into 6. 18y. Divided by 7 also. Now throughout cancel are common 6 by 7. Then what happens? 6z minus 6 plus 3y. Okay. So f dot n is known, n is also known. Now we will find the integral value. Okay. Integral f dot n ds. Integral f dot n ds. For this purpose, what is ds? Now we will find ds, then we will discuss about the integral value. Wait 1 minute. Okay, I will erase this one. First we will find the ds value, then we will discuss integration. Okay, up to this I will repeat again. For evaluation of integral f dot n ds, first we will find n value. First we will find n value. What happened? Mute yourself. Evaluate integral f dot n ds. F is given, plane is also given in first octant. In first octant it is nothing but the region between xy plane. Xy plane means this. Imagine the corner of a room floor. YZ plane is nothing but one side wall. XZ plane is other side wall. So first octant is nothing but the region between floor and other two walls is nothing but the total room. So nothing but the region between xy plane, yz plane and zx plane is nothing but first octant. So first we will find n value. N is nothing but unit outward normal to the surface. The given surface is phi. So first we will find the gradient of phi. Gradient of phi is a normal to the surface. For this purpose, we will find del phi using the formula I dou phi by dou x plus j dou phi by dou y plus k dou phi by dou z. Now dou phi by dou x is nothing but, now partial derivative with respect to x is 2, partial derivative with respect to y is 3, partial derivative with respect to z is 6. So n equals to del phi by mod del phi. Del phi is known. Modulus of del phi is, what is the modulus of del phi? Modulus of del phi equals to square root of 4 plus 3 square plus root over 49 equals to 7. So n equals to del phi by mod del phi. You got, now we got this one. After find f dot n, the f dot n. So dot product of the given function, a vector point function, and unit outward normal to the surface is nothing but this one. After that, we will find ds. So if the given surface in first octant, you must project on xy plane. If S is projection on xy plane, then ds equals to dx dy by modulus of n dot k. Now dx dy by modulus of n dot k. N dot k, kth coefficient of n is nothing but 6 by 7. 6 by 7. Okay. Now we will find the integral value. Now integral f dot n ds equals to double integral of f. What is the function? F dot n already known. 6 by 7, 6z minus 6 plus 3y. ds is dx dy by 6 by 7. So the integral over s is nothing but the surface integral is nothing but double integrals. Okay. Here 6 by 7 cancel. Okay. Now, if you integrate with respect to x and y, this is look like our double integrals in multiple integrals. So remaining part is look like remaining multiple integrals concept. Dx dy, here integrating with respect to x and y only, but here z is the unknown quantity. What is the given surface? From the given surface, I will write here. Given that, what is the given surface? 2x plus 3y plus 6z equals to 12. From this one, what is 6z? 12 minus 2x minus 3y. Now substitute 6z quantity in this integral. Double integral of 6z is 12 minus 2x minus 3y minus 6 plus 3y dx dy. Okay. Next I will explain the limits. Here 3y cancel. 12 minus 6, double integral of 6 minus 2x dx dy. Now what about the limits of x and y? Here this is very simple. In xy plane, if you observe this diagram, our plane projected on a xy plane, now nothing but this region, this shaded region. In this region, in this xy plane, there is no z-tam. So just remove z in the plane. I will write here 2x plus 3y equals to 12 because there is no z-tam. Okay. And another very important point, if the given surface in first octant, so initial limit starts from origin only. Origin to this along x-axis, origin to y-axis, origin to z-axis. Initial limits must be 0. When if the surface in first octant, initial limits are zeros. Now from this plane, what is y value? 12 minus 2x by 3. So y limit 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3. Already we discussed it in double integrals. After finding the y limits, now in this term, just remove y term, then what happened? 2x equals to 12, x equals to 6. Not removing actually, just for a shortcut method, I will explain. Actually, x varies from origin to x-intercept here. What is the x-intercept? Suppose if you write in the form of 2x plus 3y plus 6z equals to 12 divided by 12, x by a plus y by b plus z by c equals to 1 form. Now this is nothing but x-intercept. Here x-intercept is 6, 0, 0. So x varies from 0 to 6 only. So simple method, I am explaining simple method. Just remove y term and find out the x value. You will get x equals to 6. Okay. Now everything is ready. Now we will integrate. Right. So in this problem, n is known, f dot n is known, ds is also known. Already unknown quantities are replaced with the known values x and y with the help of the given surface. Now we will find the integral value. Now how to find the integral value? X is 0 to 6. Now integrate with respect to y only. So if you integrate with respect to y, other variables are treated as constant. Here 6 minus 2x is constant. 6 minus 2x into integral dy is y, limits from 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3 into dx. Now substitute the limits. substitute the limits. X is 0 to 6. X is 0 to 6. 6 minus 2x into 12 minus 2x by 3 dx. If you put y equals to 0, 0, so just only substitute only y term, just only for understanding, I will take the square bracket. Now integration, ordinary integration. Very simple. Here formula is also very simple. If you common 2 here, here 2, 4 by 3. Integral x is 0 to 6. Now this is 3 minus 6. Here 6 minus 6 dx. Now multiplication, 6 minus 6. Okay, x is 0 to 6. X square minus 6x minus 3x, 9x plus 18 into dx. 4 by 3 into integration. X square integration is x cube by 3. X integration is x square by 2. 18x. Limit 0 to 6. Now substitute the limits. 4 by 3 into 6 cube. 6 cube is 216. 216 by 3. Here 36 into 9 by 2. 162. I will write a simplified expression also here. This is 72 plus 18 zigzag 108. So finally 4 by 3 times of 72 minus 162 plus 108 is nothing but 18. So 6 times answer is 24. Okay, I will repeat again. This is the end of our question. First, we will find the unit normal to the surface using the formula del phi by mod del phi. So assume phi is the given surface. Del phi equals to I dou phi by dou x plus j dou phi by dou y plus k dou phi by dou z. Now find the magnitude of gradient of phi, nothing but 7. N equals to del phi by mod del phi. After finding a n value, find f dot n dot product of f and n. You will get f dot n. Now, if the surface in first octane, so project on xy plane only. Project on xy plane only. If S is projection on xy plane, ds already discussed the formula dx dy by modulus of n dot k. Modulus of n dot k is nothing but 6 by 7. So dx dy by 6 by 7. Integral f dot n ds equals to double integral of f dot n is this quantity, ds equals to this quantity, and then 6 by 7 cancel. After simplifying, you will get 12 minus this expression. So in place of 6z, here integrating with respect to x and y, so replace the other variable in terms of x and y with the help of the given surface, 2x plus 3y plus 6z. From this one, 6z equals to 12 minus 2x minus 3y. Just replace this term 6z by 12 minus 2x minus 3y. Okay, you will get this term. Then, so after simplifying, you will get 6 minus 2x. For finding the limits in xy plane, projected region in xy plane, there is no z term from this plane. Just remove z value. There is no z value variable in xy plane. Now remove z variable. Simply you will get 2x plus 3y equals to 12. From this one, y equals to 12 minus 2x by 3. If the surface in first octane, initial values always starts from zeros only, already shown in the diagram. So y limit 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3. Now after finding the y limit, just remove y value 2x equals to 12. from this one x equals to 6, or you can find the x limit using the diagram. So 0 to 6 only. Zero to 6 only. So now integral 0 to 6, y is 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3, 6 minus 2x. Integrate with respect to y, then integrate with respect to x. If you integrate with respect to y, other variables are treated as constant. Other variables are treated as constant. Now 2x, 6 minus 2x is constant. Integral dy equals to y, limit 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3. Now integral 0 to 6, 6 minus 2x, now substitute 12 minus 2x. Now after multiplying, you will get this simplified expression. Now integrate with respect to x only. Ordinary integration, x square integration is x cubed by 3, x integration x square by 2. Just we are using the formula, very simple formula. Integral x power n equals to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Let's see. So finally you will get 24 is the answer. So if you have any doubts, ask me directly. Any doubts? Shall I move to another problem? Anyone respond?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will explain the another problem. But first question is most important. I will give the similar questions to, in YouTube lecture. Remaining question, I will give the similar question. Now coming to the second question. Now this is a quite different question, different model. Just here I will explain only different models only. Similar models I will explain in another video lecture, YouTube lecture. Now, listen carefully. This is most important question. Another most important model. If f equals to 4xzi minus y square j plus yzk, evaluate integral f dot n ds, where s is the surface of the cube bounded by x equals to 0, x equals to a, y equals to 0, y equals to a, z equals to 0, z equals to a. X equals to 0 is nothing but x equals to 0 is nothing but yz plane. X equals to a is nothing but a plane parallel to yz plane. Y equals to 0 is nothing but xz plane. Y equals to a is nothing but a plane parallel to xz plane. Z equals to 0 is nothing but xy plane. Z equals to a is nothing but a plane parallel to xy plane. So this is simply look like our room. If it is in square dimensions, okay, I will write the diagram. Okay. Right. What happened? Okay. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and z-axis. So edges are O, A, B, C. This edge is, I will take P, Q, R S. Okay. Now, if you observe, this is okay. This is x-axis. X equals to 0. X equals to 0 means where is x equals to 0? In YZ plane. This side. OCSP. X equals to A. Now this is a plane AB, AB, R, Q. And Y equals to 0, Y equals to A. So the total for 6 surfaces are there. We will find the surface integral for 6 surfaces. First, origin. Origin is 0, 0, 0. A is a point on XY plane, that is A, 0, 0. C is a point on y-axis 0, A, 0. And P is a point on z-axis 0, 0, A. Now B is a point in XY plane A, 0. S is a point in YZ plane 0, A. Q is a point in XZ plane A, 0, A. Now R is a point in the space A. So we have total 6 surfaces. Okay, we will find one by one. First, over the surface, listen carefully. I will take A, B, R, Q. A, B, R. First, we will find the surface integral over A, B, R, Q. What is the unit outward normal to this surface, this wall? Nothing but x-axis. Normal is an x-axis. Unit normal equals to I. Unit outward normal is I. Now observe, what about x, y, z in this plane? In this plane, if we observe the first x coordinate here A, here A, here A, so totally x equals to A. Y, yeah, observe along y-axis. So here y coordinate is 0, along y-axis 0 to A only. Y varies from 0 to A only. Z, along z-axis. Along z-axis, observe z coordinate along z-axis 0 to A only. 0 to A only. Now I will repeat again. N is the unit outward normal to this surface. This outside normal is x-axis, nothing but perpendicular vector. Normal is x-axis. Unit vector of x-axis is I. N equals to I. Now x, if you observe x coordinate, here A, here A, here A, here A, totally A. Now y limits 0 to A along y-axis, z limit 0 to A only. Here y variables varies from 0 to A, z variables varies from 0 to A only. Now what is f dot n? F dot n dot product, here n equals to I, so ith quotient is 4xz. 4xz. Here x is already known, 4az. Now integral f dot n ds, AB RQ, double integral of f dot n equals to 4az. Here varying variables are y and z, simply dy dz. N dot k, here n is I, here n dot I, ds equals to dy dz by n dot I. N is already I dot I is 1. Okay, no need to take, directly take dy dz. Now what about the y limits? Y is 0 to a, z is 0 to a. Now integration, very simple. 4a into integrate with respect to integrate with respect to y, with respect to first z, then with respect to y. The z integration is z square by 2, limit 0 to a dy. 4 2a into, if you put z equals to a, you will get a square. Already a is there, y is 0 to a dy. Now integration with respect to y, 2a cube into y, limit 0 to a, you will get 2a power 4. So this integral is along AB RQ, along AB RQ. In a similar way, I will take the remaining 5 surfaces. First, next surface is OCSP. Now second surface, over the surface OCSP. Now what is n, what is x, what is y, what is z? Okay. Now observe this one, this surface OCSP. Now this surface, unit outward normal is backside normal, minus x-axis is the normal. So unit normal is minus I, n equals to minus I. Okay. Then dx, sorry, x variable. Here, if you observe the x coordinate, here 0, here 0, here 0, here 0, nothing but x equals to 0. YZ plane is nothing but x equals to 0. So this is 0. Now y limits along y axis. Observe in this direction, here 0, 0 to a. Along z axis, z limit 0 to a. So 0 to a, 0 to a. Now what about f dot n? Already known, f dot n equals to minus 4xz. Here n equals to xz, n equals to minus I. So directly you will get minus 4xz. But here x is 0, so this f dot n equals to 0, in double integral f dot n ds over the surface OCSP equals to, so integrand is 0, so integral equals to 0. Now coming to third surface, over the surface SRBC, upward, this one. I will take this surface, SRBC. SRBC. Here what about n? Anybody tell me n? What is n for SRBC?
J, sir.
What is n? What is n?
J.
Very good.
J.
Unit
J, sir.
outward normal to the surface is, now z axis is the normal, unit normal is j. Very good. N equals to j. Now what about x, y and z? Now see this diagram, tell me any one person, what about x limits along x axis in this surface? X limits? Anyone? Here 0, here a, along x axis 0 to a. Y limits? Here a, here a, here a, here a. Y equals to a. Z limits along z axis. Along z axis in this direction 0 to a only. So 0 to a, here a, 0 to a. What about f dot n? F dot n. F equals to jth quotient, just observe jth quotient, minus y square minus y square. Now j is a minus a square. Double integral of f dot n ds over the surface SRBC equals to, here minus a square into, here varying variables are x to z, directly dx, double integral dx dy. Right. Dx dz. What about the x limits 0 to a, z limits 0 to a? This is nothing but double integral of ds dz is nothing but area. Area of the square, nothing but a square into a square, a power 4. Otherwise, you may integrate with respect to z and integrate with respect to z. Double integral of ds dz is nothing but area of the square. Here x is 0, z is 0 is nothing but square. Area of the square is a square, whose side is a, so a power 4. Okay. In a similar way, fourth surface. Fourth surface over the surface I will take PQRS, front PQRS. Okay, wait. One more one. Fourth one is not completed. SRBC bottom. SRBC bottom. PQAO. Then we will discuss the remainder. PQAO. Bottom of the cube. Now what about n value? What about x value? Minus j. Bottom is normal is minus y axis minus j. X 0 to a. Y equals to 0. Z is 0 to a. Just observe the diagram. You will get the everything. So bottom x 0 to a. Y is 0. 0, 0, 0. Z varies from 0 to a only. Now f dot n. F dot n equals to minus or minus plus y square. Already y is 0. So integral f dot n ds is also. You may write double integral, one integral or double integral, then no problem. You will get the same meaning over s. Here is not s, p, q, a, o equals to 0. Now fifth one. Over the surface PQRS, already mentioned, front side of the surface, n, x, y, z. Now observe the diagram. Now front side PQRS, n equals to, normal is z axis, unit normal is k. Now x varies from 0 to a, y varies along y axis 0 to a, z equals to a. X is 0 to a, y is 0 to a, z equals to a, n equals to k. F dot n. So x into y only, kth quotient. Sorry, yz. F dot n equals to yz. I will be f dot n, f is yz into k, kth quotient. Here z is already known, a into 1. integral f dot n ds over the surface p q r s equals to double integral of a into y. Here varying variables are dx dy. Now x is 0 to a, y is 0 to a. First integrate with respect to y, then integrate with respect to x. X is 0 to a, y integration is y square by 2, 0 to a. Now dx. So a cube by 2 integral x is 0 to a, very simple integration, a cube by 2 integration 0 to a. So a power 4 by 2. A power 4 by 2. Just I will verify the answer. A power 4 by 2. Very good. Now last surface. Over the surface. Back side of the cube. O, A, B, C. O, A, B, C. N equals to minus K. X is already known 0 to A. Y is 0 to A. Z equals to 0. F dot N equals to minus YZ. Already Z is 0. Integral F dot N ds over the surface OABC equals to 0. Finally, now this is important one. Therefore, the integral F dot N ds over the surface S equals to integral, first integral, second integral, third integral, fourth, fifth, and sixth one. First value is 2a power 4, second value is 0, third value is I think minus a power 4, here minus a power 4, minus a power 4, a power 4, fourth value is 0, fifth value is a power 4 by 2, last value is 0. Finally, you will get p a power 4 by 2 is the answer. This is another most important question for examination